Once again, fellow Nigerians across the globe, I am still George Onyebe. We continue to address issues as they affect us as a people. This morning, based on the most important issue, I consider it as very important because it has the capability to change our future, either for the good of all of us or to the detriment of the entire people. And that is the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. It's about terrorism. And outside the political robbery going on in Nigeria, I think the most dangerous game is the art of terrorism. We suffer for terrorism on a daily basis. There are a lot of heinous crime committed in different guise against all the ethnic groups in Nigeria. The structure of Wazobia that, let's assume, was actually meant to help foster unity among Nigerians has failed in its totality. And so somewhere along the line, they not believe that through terrorism, they can subdue the rest of Nigeria. And after a while, the East, okay, let me rephrase. For some time, the Hausa feel they can terrorize the Nigerians, the Fulani, to have their way. And they've been doing that. And then after some time, because it was not addressed, Fulani herdsmen are rampaging everywhere. They are issuing press statements. When you talk, they talk back. But what they are doing is the art of terrorism. And I want to begin to believe these are some of the things that gave birth to Nnamdi Kanu madness. And he believed if Fulani herdsmen can be compensated, given amnesty, in most cases incorporate into the Nigerian military, why wouldn't he do? If you think Nnamdi Kanu was looking for Biafra, think again. He was looking for a structure. He ultimately wanted amnesty to begin to be paid to Igbo people. This is what we discovered at the end. That is why those times they were saying, give him amnesty, give him amnesty. I weep for every Nigerian, believe me. But all these things started because the issue of the Fulani herdsmen was even promoted by the government of the day. All of a sudden you hear Kato Koloni, Kato Ranchen, Kato Molondo, Kato Bududus, Kato this one. We have enough land for cattle grazing. Why will you come and take strategic location in each community to do your business? Or how much is cow bringing to Nigerian economic coffer? It was not addressed. I will not call out Yoruba this morning because Yoruba are the only people that don't have terrorist group. Sunday Igboho wanted to introduce his own. Maybe they saw tomorrow. Because by now, maybe Sunday Igboho boys will be there telling you you can't enter Yoruba land. All of you in Lagos, you will hear Pepe. I think he told you they will poison the water. These things are out of terrorism. Today, every one of us for the past more than 10 years, over a decade now, witness what Nnamdi Kanu has done. And each time we sit down to listen to radio analysis, people's opinion, those high and those low, it marvels us, it shocks us how most of us react or reason. But it is evident and very obvious that most of us don't even know what is terrorism. And so we should be able to define our stand. Are we saying Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist? Or our major concern is that other terrorists have been pardoned in time past? Because these are two different issues. If you say it's not a terrorist, maybe you don't know the meaning of terrorism. But if you are concerned that yes, there are terrorists before him that were pardoned or who are still working freely, some of them issuing press communique, I may begin to reason with you. But I have told you, Tinubu administration is a testament to the future of how Nigeria will be. This one is not what they told us. This one is lying. That one is saying the truth. No, this one is, if you are a human being, as a Nigerian, you are a human being, not eaten by tribalism or religion. This is the time for us to save our people or push them on the way of domination. It's your choice. Most of you will not understand. By now, you should know, I don't need your validation. I am not begging you for anything. I only appeal to you. Apply your heart to reasoning. Let's try and do the right thing for the first time. Let me explain something. If I go to the social media space of Americans, let's look at their movie industry. They always showcase where they are fighting terrorism, criminals. Because this is the core foundation of the very fabric American nation was built. They don't negotiate with terrorists. Anything about them is they want to stop any act of terrorism by every means necessary. And once they tag you with terrorists, they are not going to leave you. And that is why when they begin to tag Nigerians as terrorists, CPC, country of particular concern, which is terrorism, I told them it's a lie. You are coming to thief. But everybody know you fight terrorists, so they will clap for you. Donald Trump is not coming to fight terrorism in Nigeria because America are part of the people sponsoring that terrorism. He is coming to have access to something we don't know yet, but we are watching. America may come and bomb us because this is the civilization. You want the global community to know, to assess in the nearest future. We move on to the Indian media space. Indians are more of love story. Go and watch their movie. They are more of love story. They fight for love. They want to die for love. Everything about Indian movie is love. And I want to believe somewhere along the line, they want that love to coexist. They are not perfect when it means to loving every Indian. No, we have first class Indian, second class Indian, but they manage the system so well that the black Indians, for instance, are not crying for freedom because I can assure you they are marginalized. Black Indians are marginalized. They are mere of labor, but in their best way, they try to create a conducive atmosphere for everybody to thrive. That is India. You go to the Chinese, the Asian movie space, you will discover that all their movie is directed towards two directions, either promoting their ancestors, their heroes, or they are promoting humility. I want you to notice what I'm telling you. When you watch Indian film, you will see the strong man will pretend as if he's weak. The rich man will pretend as if he's poor. They promote hero and they hunt for talent. And so when you are exposed to Chinese or Asian movie, there are things you learn. All these things are not coincidental. It said, from the abundance of the heart does the mouth speak. This is who they are. This is who they want to become. This is what they are striving to become. They begin to project it. Our people, you must humble yourself. Our people, you must fight for the weak. Our people, you must do certain things. Go to the Arabian nation. It's either they want to conquer or they want to defend their God. Nothing more. Watch Arab film. From Samelutori and the Madikan Empire to wherever. Two things is involved. Either they want to conquer or their devotion to their God. And that is why every act of terrorism is almost aligning with the Arab nation without apology. But come to Africa. What are we known for? Braggadoos. Somebody who is a poor. Overnight he become a millionaire. Then he begin to tell you money na water. That is what we want our children to think about. So if you don't have money, you are useless. Watch them now. They will soon begin to call you uncompleted beauty. Go to our media space. You will see young girls who are supposed to be thinking of a better future. They are showing their breasts. They are marketing their body parts. That is where you wake up in the morning. Your son that cannot even spell his name will cash out. Yahoo, Yahoo is pressing button. We are praising them. Yahoo, they are everywhere now. I think they are spraying cow money. This is what we project to them. If we are not doing that, we are doing ritual. When I'm a ritualist, I become the dawn because I'm a ritualist. But subconsciously, we are reshaping the future of the next generation to their own condemnation. Today, the true people, the original people are humbled, mesmerized. You can't even give them a space to talk because the society itself promotes arrogancy, hopelessness, criminality, and other vibes that ills a nation. And so, to solve our problem, you have to start from somewhere. And that is why people like Nnamdi Kanu can come out and tell you, I'm a very powerful man, because we need the dawn. He's a dawn. And that is like somebody will tell you, money and water, and the rich, and the capon, all this rubbish. And if they want to destroy you, they call you name. Not because you have done anything. Once you are poor, you are a sinner in Nigeria. Poor people are sinners. No room to protect them. You better not be poor. But yet, we are trying to develop Nigeria economy. But yet, we are striving for a good nation. But yet, we want peace and tranquility. When you have told us the order of the day that we have to rob, we have to do Yahoo Yahoo, we have to destroy everything, push fake drug, get money by every means, intimidate everybody, and you are looking for a serene society, you think again. But I see most of you don't know the meaning of terrorism. Nigeria is supposed to change our orientation to that level where you encourage the weak to be strong. You encourage the strong to be humble. You create allowance for each other's space. Help them to coexist and so on. But no, what are we doing? Yes, Igbo is the richest tribe. Oh, Igbo is the most intelligent tribe. Why are you saying that? To create envy, jealousy, and strife? Are you truly the most intelligent? And so everybody have come to a stage where you need to talk your own. But that will not lead us anywhere. But then, having created this scenario so that you know, that thing you are pushing into the social media space, all of us are plugged in the matrix. And somewhere along the line, it is affecting our thinking faculty. Our medulla oblongata, I can assure you, is being influenced negatively. And so we react from what we are thinking. We are thinking from what we have experienced or what we have seen, one way or the other. And then Nnamdi Kanu, after everything he has done, and somebody come out and say he's not a terrorist. Watch those people. You need to find out the family of those people. Because anybody that can come out with full chest and tell you he's not a terrorist is either ignorant, naive, or is wicked. I'm coming. And so what is terrorism? What is when they say somebody is a terrorist? It simply means the use of the art of violence. They use violence to oppress people, to intimidate people, maybe government or institution. They use threats. They use bomb. They intimidate. They put fear into you just to achieve a goal, maybe politically or idea, which main essence is to coerce the government of the day or a particular institution, as the case may be. I know one speak big grammar, but make we bring her down. When they say somebody is a terrorist, it means that this person uses the art of violence against people or a country. This art of violence could be the deployment of bombing, shooting, harassment, intimidation, ultimately putting fear inside you. Why would they do that? To coerce the government or the institution they are targeting. Now, let me try to bring it clearly. What Nnamdi Kanu was doing was simple. He intimidated everybody. Look at you, Igbo man. Almost 70% of you cannot talk. You are afraid. All of you yapping on social media. You are in Yoruba land or you are in Asaba. Or maybe you are in Sokoto. Nnamdi Kanu have joined you. Our Janjaweed brother. Those of you at home, you are one to 10. How many villages did you abandon? It was the act of love of your Savior. Many of your villages were abandoned. But it's not a terrorist. He's foot soldier. Ransack many villages. Put fear in you. Put fear in you. All of you are living in the prison of fear. The issue of unknown gunmen, Eastern Security Network has not been addressed. No, he's not a terrorist. He's not a terrorist. He makes the government of the southeastern region of Nigeria to coerce into coalition. He bent them to his will and said there will be no movement. Everybody sit at home. If you don't sit at home, we will kill you. If we catch you in one. Against your will, as an Igbo man, you sit at home. You can pretend thinking you want it to pain other Nigerians. Oh, you are being your savior. But he coerced, he made the government of the day. Even the police, the army cannot stop sit at home. That is terrorism. Now, let us assume Igbo people want to sit at home. What about the non-Igbo who want to pass across Igbo land, for instance? What about the non-Igbo that live in Igbo land? Is it of their own free will? They sit at home? Or somebody put fear in them, threat of violence, which they eventually has carried out in different instances. Is that person a terrorist? Or is a man of God? The high priest of Ibinu Babi, an Elohua servant, deceiving all of you. In many instances, they have deployed violence, which evidence are bound. So who is a terrorist and who is not a terrorist? And sometimes people try to advise him. He doesn't listen. He and Simon Ekpa were the ones that were designing Buhari picture. See Buhari Nyash, see Buhari this one, see Buhari that one. Cyberbullying is part of it. Cyberbullying is part of terrorism. What he did to Buhari, I don't know. I have a lot to learn, believe me. I'm a sitting president. Somebody now come out and say, see my Nyash, he drink Ogogoro. Oh my God. Maybe that is why I will not be president. Of course, I will not give you that privilege. But maybe that is why I will not be the president of Nigeria. Because you are gone. What about other politicians, sitting governors? Most of them foolishly support him. Because to them, we are saving our people. Who is your people? Nnamdi Kanu was on Radio Biafra attacking P2B. He sleep with men. He stole Anambra money. Willie Obiano is a Ogogoro man. But yet he went behind and ripped these people up. Cyberbullying. Cyberbullying. And most of them, this now controls their life. You think we don't know the truth? Any leg you bring, we will follow you. This is the era of a new Nigeria. Not that your Nigeria, where you read people's emotion. Only fools will eat to what you are doing. And so if you check what I have told you about terrorists, Nnamdi Kanu is involved in all of them. And so before you come out and say, he's not a terrorist, he's a freedom fighter, you are not a slave. You have never been a slave. It's okay. Nigeria has a lot of issues to address, ranging from restructure to constitutional amendment. That is why they are running for national confab. Of course, Nigeria has a lot of issues to address. If the issue of political imbalance, just to mention but a few. But somewhere along the line, I think I see level of maturity. I think I see people trying to make frank effort to balance the equilibrium. We are not there yet. I believe we will get there. And so for those of you who say it's not a terrorist, please find out what terrorism is. You harass people, to intimidate them. No. And then we look at the other side of this broadcast. You need to know, in time past, nobody addressed the issue of Fulani herdsmen. I think that is where Donald Trump made a mistake and feel that every Fulani herdsman is a Muslim. or every Fulani herdsman they are killing, or the people, the victim of the Fulani herdsmen, I think maybe he think all of them are Christians. Whether they are Miati Allah, they are Boko Haram, they are Fulani herdsmen, any terrorist group that enters your community, invade your privacy, and all laugh your people is a terrorist. Because we can't do that in their place. For you to come to our place and do that, you are a terrorist. You kidnapper, you are a terrorist. But over time, once you hold one terrorist, you will see people will jump out from the same region and say, no, if you kill one Fulani, you kill all of us. You kill one Boko Haram, you kill all of us. You do this one, you do that. I know that is where you are coming from. And that is why I say whatever the government of Tinubu will do will become a yardstick. Let's get the record of another Boko Haram attack who are apprehended. That is if they will apprehend them. And then let's see what they will slam on them. Whether they will give them amnesty or they will not give them amnesty. But instead of you to channel your energy, waiting for the right time to address this issue once and for all, you want to destroy the same system that is working hard to save you. That is why I will not agree with you. Everybody know. If you were to be Hausa man, many Hausa people will come out. But if you were to be Hausa man, they will say, oh, Yoruba and Igbo have hated us. Yoruba and Igbo want to destroy us. We will not agree. Now, is it Yoruba and Hausa that want to destroy Igbo? But come to think about it. Is any of them defending your people? Because the last time I checked, no terrorist is defending Hausa people. They can come for Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, whatever their names are. Those people going from community, kidnapping and all our life, go and check them. They are not protecting the interests of their people. Just few criminals. And so, isn't that the Kanu actually defending the Igbo people? No. He has his own secret agenda. He wants to make money. He wants to become the kingmaker, the political juggernaut. How do they speak the grammar? The governance maker of Igbo land. And ultimately influence Nigerian politics by way of violence. And so these three issues must be addressed separately. Now the Kanu has followed the law. He didn't have any backup. He has wounded, he has beaten the hand that fed him. Nobody will talk for him. Only on social media. But then take consolation on the fact that another terrorist they will catch. He will follow Nnamdi Kanu. And that Sokoto prison should be specially preserved for all these terrorist people. Once they are found guilty, let them go there and serve. In one of my broadcasts, I advised the president, with due respect, any state they kidnap anybody, declare state of emergency. Is that not what Atiku Abubakar is saying now? Because if you want to fight the problem of Nigeria, fight it holistically. No umbrella will cover anybody again because PDP is gone already. I pray they recover. Is that not what Atiku is saying? You cannot say, oh, they kidnapped them and then we start paying visit, condolence visit. Oh, mother of kidnappers, don't worry, we will bring your daughters. Don't worry, we will deliver them. It's not necessary. Remove the governor. That governor. We don't need to check whether it is constitutional or not because you have started it in Rivers State. Or else, with time, we will use this same matter to judge all of you. Rivers State was just having misunderstanding. There was no issue of insecurity. Everybody was going on well. Nobody has even broken bottle. It is just I agree, I no agree. You declare state of emergency. And then somebody is answering Governor Alahaji, Baba Dudu, Barrister, whatever name they call themselves. And they will kidnap students where they are the chief security officer. And you still allow them to pay cost. Just remove all of them. We are looking for a Nigeria where all of us are safe. Because outside the protection of life and property, the government of the day is useless to all of us. How I wish Nigerians will know. Because they are now, is he Yoruba man? No, is Igbo man? No, is Hausa man? We have to protect them. Be protecting them to the detriment of the future generation of our people. No discussion. As the kidnapping happened, bam, all the military department there, relocate them. Relocate them. I know it's going to cost money, but you will stop it. We have army, we have police, All this kidnapping is happening. Nothing is happening. We understand their shortage, their weakness, their shortcoming. But to be able to ravel the mystery immediately, moving army from different locations, push them into that community, into that state. Those ones who are in charge, remove all of them immediately. In fact, go and put them in one hotel from the opposite direction until the mystery is resolved. You will see, like a president once said, if insecurity lasts more than 24 hours, those in power are involved. These are the things we're supposed to prepare our mind and be looking forward to. And then, thirdly, understand that there is a difference between Boko Haram, pattern of terrorism, and Nnamdi Kanu pattern of terrorism. Boko Haram are working in alliance with so many international countries, so many foreign countries. They are stealing gold, stealing diamond, different natural resources you can see. That is what they are after. They are sponsored by foreign mercenaries. And of course, some Nigerian politicians are accomplished. That is where they make their money. That is why they teach you, you must make money by all means. If you like, kill your own village people and have money. Do you know how much Nnamdi Kanu rob? And so they make money by disposing people of their land, taking what they want in collaboration with some Nigerian politician and some foreign country. That is how they make their money. But how does Nnamdi Kanu make his money? Watch the fourth court before his sentence. He was raising fund. His own is fundraising. Intimidate politicians, collect money. Is it not money all of them are looking for? Morality you are putting there. Even right there in the court, he was telling them, talk to the ambassadors, talk to the rising sun, let the contribution continue. Now he's going to eat beans very well in Sokoto. If I say God bless Omotosho, and who decide to take him to Sokoto, I don't know. Let me not overhyper it. So if he has somewhere he could have, of course they are doing it now. Most of the community, they perceive there is oil there. In the southeast, all of them, they have taken over. So what is the difference? Those ones are killing and raping and kidnapping. The same thing Nnamdi Kanu is doing. What is the difference? He's supported by some politicians. Those, how to know them? Any of them will just run out to say, what they do to him is a sentence to Igbo people. It is a sentence to Igbo life. It is a sentence to Igbo. It is a sentence. Let me tell you, if you are Igbo, look closely the people around you. You will see you are loved. Nobody truly hates Igbo man. No. But you see your nonchalant behavior. Everybody has come in terms with it. So if you are Igbo person doing that bragadash, you will be hated by all. But there is this notion of you trying to like, no. You cannot cover the sun. There are things you do that everybody is sick about. Watch it very closely. When something goes wrong, you begin to cry. Oh, everybody has hated us. Oh, everybody has let us pamper you. Come on, come on, come and suck breast. But yet you are the one starting the problem. And your politician will come out. A sentence against Nnamdi Kanu is a sentence against Igbo. They are catching you, Mugu. You will not say, it's true, they hate us, it's a sentence, it's true. But when he was calling Awusa Janjaweed, it was a love story. Yoruba Ofanja, it was a love story. Boko Haram go for what they want. Now they cannot perfect on fundraising and instigation. Why Boko Haram is kill, collect in collaboration with the foreign mercenaries. They are the same thing, just different pattern. I can go on and on and on and on and explain to you. But my only target here to talk about Nnamdi Kanu is to tell you that he's a terrorist. And there is no difference between him and the Boko Haram or ISWAP. Anybody doing kidnapping, anybody coming into your property to destroy your life, whether they are Fulani headsmen, whatever they carry out of violence against you, they are all terrorists. And in the coming days, let's see how it's going to be. Whatever is happening now, if you are in Nigeria, be patient. Because they will soon catch one Fulani headsman. Or they will soon catch one ISWAP. Or they will soon catch one Boko Haram. I think Atiku is buying the idea now. We are fighting insecurity. Imo State Governor is telling us Tinubu is fighting insecurity very well. It has not started. He's still romancing it. But we pray to Tinubu to do the right thing. It is simple. Any state they kidnap anybody, remove the governor immediately. Let's see if there will be insecurity. No, state of emergency. You just drop them, all the police general, all the army general, all of them in charge of security, all of them, drop all of them. Appoint emergency military people to take over. Who is answerable to you and the National Assembly? And of course, they must be guided. And when you see they cannot deliver, replace them immediately. You will see when they are able to deliver, give them honor, medal of honor, conqueror of terrorists. Everybody will become a terrorist fighter. Everybody will become a terrorist fighter. And when all of us are fighting terrorists, who want to be terrorists? But we know how to solve our problem. But it's just that there is this notion. Somebody want to be bigger than somebody. And in my place, they will say, let us be careful of what we are doing. Nigeria is no longer young. And a lot of people have spent their life feeling a pain they don't deserve. They have suffered so much, and their cry has ascended to the Creator. One day, this hulu balu will boomerang, but you will not understand. It's 65 years on this journey. I can assure you that these 65 years, our pensioners and retirees, or how you call them, all these our fathers that have served government, about 90% of them, no pension, no gratuity. About 70% of them, as I'm talking to you, the real terrorists are hiding in the bank. When your father died, you will not collect their money again because you will bring birth certificate, you will bring death certificate, you will bring a grandfather and grandmother name from Patana to Adamawa to Maranta to, you will bring document till you will be tired and you will back off. They are all terrorists, but in different form. But how do we solve it? When you begin to cry, it's because it's my town, man. That is why they are doing it. Your town has not saved any life. Your town people has not made Nigerian better. But this mindset keeps all of us here. And so for those of you who are crying, now the Kanu is now daily terrorists, why are they this one? My ultimate message for you is that the more you compare Nnamdi Kanu with other terrorists, the more you agree with us that he's a terrorist. So everybody know. You are foolishly now telling us that it's not the only terrorists, they leave Boko Haram. So you agree it's like Boko Haram. Now, the law has caught up with him. We will start from him. How does that sound to you? My brother, you see, to repair this Nigeria, it's going to take all of us to save all of us. We all have our demon. Accept it now that we are one Nigeria. There is nothing you can do. And then we focus on how do we make it better. How do we make it better? Of course, if you cannot crawl, if you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. If you cannot crawl, roll. By every means necessary, let there be progress. This is how I will end this broadcast today. Nothing more, nothing less. Of course, I need to go to the comment section. Receive some insult because I love insult. Most especially when it's coming from Igbo Biafra people. Because that is the only thing they can do at the moment. Let's see who we have there. And that is if I'm able to see that. I see this name I cannot pronounce or see very clearly. Is it Stone or Stan? You see, always blaming. Well, I can't see, always blaming everything on Igbo. And well, that is your own perspective. I would have responded to you more than that now. I don't know the kind of Igbo that you are. Whether it is Igbo from Israel, I can't talk to those people. Igbo from Israel are children of Abraham. They now come and take our language. Today now they are telling me I speak their language. Was Abraham speaking Igbo? So which Igbo are you talking about? You are descendant of Abraham. Was Abraham speaking Kedu, Keme? Which Bible did they write it? You left Abraham village and you are following us to drag our life and you want me to exchange words with you. My brother, you are sick. Stan, or whatever your name is, you are sick. But you will never make sense. All narrative you are trying to push now, where is the narrative? He's not a terrorist, he's a terrorist, he's not a terrorist. I think all of you were praising him. When he says shit at home, we are shitting at home. Have you considered how shit at home affects the movement and activities of other Nigerians? It's a shame you will not be able to reason properly. I greet you, Mercy. And of course, because of the weather here, I'm not able to see clearly on those comment sessions. But then drop your insult. I'll respond to you later in the day. Fellow Nigerians, I'm not driven by hatred. But we are just tired of living a hypocritical life. We have tried to protect you, pretend you are the angel, but you are the demon. We try to pretend that you are a demon, but you are the angel. And after all said and done, we have found ourselves at the same spot. And that is obvious that we cannot solve our problem by the same means or process that created them in the first place. Now, we have to change our perspective and position. And then you may be able to save the next generation of your people. The harassment is too much. As Igbo people now, you are dying to take over our land, to be given to the southeast. Is that not terrorism? All of you who are after a normal state creation to Igbo land, all of you are terrorists. We are saying it gradually now. The presidency and all of them are not saying. We have lost hope in Akpabio. Since the day we discover he's married to Igbo woman, we know anything can happen. But try and cut any part of Anyoma and give to Igbo people. That time you will still be crying. You have collected your southeast. Nnamdi Azikiwe was the one. Dr. Alex Ikwemerada was the one that said you are southeast and call us south. Now, that one is not enough for you. Divide Imo State into two and get your 1 million state now. No, you want to carve Anyoma land and take it to yourself. That will be my area of addressing terrorism tomorrow. Stan, that is terrorism. That is criminal. That is criminality. All of you wanting to cut from south and add to your region, all of you are terrorists and criminal. No. Watch your Igbo people. They are happy. I'm surprised Kenneth Okwenko was telling you that a Tete state is the best for Igbo people. And most of you are insulting him. At least for once he said the truth. And you people are insulting him for saying the truth. No, they must take Anyoma land and give it to Igbo people to destroy what you are looking for. Because everything you people touch dies. You want to destroy the dream of Anyoma people. And of course, you have some crossbreed. Mama Igbo, Papa Igbo. Crossbreed with our people who will do that job for you. But when it starts, you will blame the governor of the day. You people should have shame. Anyoma state creation as sponsored by Nnamdi Nwoku is an act of terrorism against Anyoma people. Watch out for my broadcast tomorrow. Because onwere be kpụkpa gbakọ na mbụọ maka ni nwata sị na arahịkọ ya nwa arahịkọ eke ifele ni nje